Y bienvenido a mi canal. Today I'm gonna be eating some Popeyes and telling you guys my paranormal experiences part 2. So if you guys haven't checked out my last video, I had another video talking about my paranormal experiences. Sorry, but I'm so fucking hungry. I got some Cajun fries and a spicy chicken sandwich. Thumbnail. I forgot where I left off in the last video, but I'm gonna move on to like the second part of where before we moved out of the apartment that I had all these paranormal experiences in. My grandma was there and we did like a whole mission, girl. We went to the church and we got some holy water, and then after that we went, well, it was like kind of late, I remember, so we had to like find a church that was open and we had to ask them if they would let us do some holy water. And my grandma was there for vacation, so she had holy water and stuff, and then I forgot how she did it, but I remember being in my room and then she opened the door, she was like saying a prayer or whatever, and then she like threw holy water and stuff, and then she was doing it like all around the house. And then I remember she went into my sister's room and she threw water on her. Like, girl, what are you trying to say? She blessed the whole house. And then I remember the day after she did that, a weight was like lifted off my shoulders, like I felt it. And I remember feeling good and stuff, but then I remember like packing up, like everything being put into boxes. And it was kind of like our last week there or whatever. And I remember it was me, my mom, my sister laying in the sala, like just chilling, and the sala is the living room, if you only speak English, but we're in the living room, and then alright, so the sala is right here, and then there's like an archway that opens up into the dining room, and then I remember we're just there talking or whatever, and I think we're talking about our grandma blessing the house or something like that. And then all of a sudden I hear a click, and then the light shuts off in the dining room. So whatever that was, whatever that was, or whoever that was, whoever it was actually turned off the light, like touched the light switch and shut it off, because you could hear, you know, like when you shut off the light like this, you could hear that little click sound it does. And that's what I heard, and then the lights in the dining room went off. So that means like someone had to like do like that, but there's no one else there. We moved to a different apartment, and then I remember, oh my gosh, yeah, there was this one time I remember that. Alright, so I didn't have a bedroom because there's only 2 bedrooms, and I had to sleep in the sala in the living room. But I remember this one time, it was like real late at night, like 2, 3 a.m. something around there. Or like, yeah, around there. And then I remember just laying down, being on my phone, and I swear to you, I saw a whole body of a woman walk in front of me, like, but she's floating. It was like so weird. So I see like her whole body, and she was just like, and she was like dressed in like some old stuff. But I swear to you, I saw her like, she wasn't walking, she was more like gliding. And I kept my eyes shut, but it, like, the whole thing happened so quick, and then she just like went away. I would say like it was like for 3 seconds, like she came from the hallway all the way over here by where the entrance to the apartment was, and then she was gone. And then, but I didn't feel like any negativity. It was just like neutral, you know what I mean? Like it didn't scare me, but like at the other apartment where all these other stuff happened, I felt negative there. And then I remember I had a weird dream where, well, it was like so weird. So what I'm about to say is like real life, because I don't want to confuse the two, but so I came from school, and then I laid down because I was like tired from school and stuff. And then I had a dream where I walked out of my body, like of where I was sleeping, and then I walked to la cocina, the kitchen, And then I saw someone sitting down in our kitchen table. But everything was like so foggy and cloudy. And then I remember just sitting down with them, like in front of them. Like I'm sitting right here and then someone's sitting like right in front of me. And their face was like clouded with like fog, like I could not see them. And they had like one of those mustaches and stuff. And then I remember sitting down and then just shaking their hand like this. And as soon as I shook their hand, everything went in reverse. So like me walking through the hallway went in reverse and it like went back to my body. And then when I woke up, it was still afternoon. Like the sun was already going down. But that was like a really, really weird incident. And then another one was when I moved again. I remember this one time I was in my room and everyone was like in their own rooms too. And then so like for the layout, it goes upstairs and then that's where all the rooms are, and then there's a light right there in the hall. And then I remember just being in my room and then all I hear is like 3 times on like the light thing, you know what I mean? It was so weird. And then I remember being in the kitchen one day in that place, and then being in the kitchen, and we also had a basement in that place. And I heard like, I swear to you, I heard whispering, but it was not the English language. I remember hearing it and being like, what the hell? So I got scared, so I did not go downstairs, but I did like kinda check it and I closed it real quick. But there's like no one, nothing there. And after that, OMG, I totally forgot. Okay, so also in that place that we lived in, the one I'm currently talking about, there's this weird thing that I remember. I was like in between being asleep and being awake. It was this weird thing, like kind of like a meditative state, it felt like. And I remember hearing a baby crying. I'm like, there's no baby in this house yet. Like, I distinctively remember hearing a baby crying. And you know what's weird about it? When we moved out of that place, one of our family members brought their little daughter to that house and she said she heard a baby crying. So I knew I wasn't crazy, but I remember hearing a baby crying. Then I remember one night I went to sleep and before I went to sleep, I remember feeling like something dark by me, if that makes sense. Like it felt like negative energy, like I don't know how to explain it, and it was like standing right by my bed, watching me before I went to sleep. And then I had a dream that it was like one of those fun houses, like one of those places that kids go to where it's like Monkey Island. So it was like a place like that you go into it. And then the spot that I was in is that someone was across, and you know those net thingies that they're like squares that you have to climb to get to the other side? Well, that's what I was looking at, and I jumped on the net to like try to crawl to the other side, and then I see this normal person transform into a red being. And I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this because I don't want to say the name. And I remember twisting, like getting stuck in the net and turning and turning and turning, and I felt dizzy in the dream. And then when I woke up, as soon as I woke up, I remember feeling dizzy in real life too. It was so weird. That has never happened to me, like feeling it. I never felt that way in a dream and then having that same feeling in real life. But girl, I've been through so many paranormal experiences that it's like, I believe what I see. I haven't even got to my burger yet, that's how much I'm talking. But like I haven't had any bad moments happen to me since then. Like yeah, I see things here and there. Like I think I see someone going up the steps or I see someone in the kitchen. But I know I'm not crazy because other people have seen them and pointed out, oh, I thought I saw someone in the kitchen. It's gotten like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I feel like I've seen so much of the paranormal side that I'm not even scared of the things I see anymore, and I've gotten so used to them. And I remember being small and praying to God. I'm like, why am I seeing these things? Like, girl, I was going crazy. Like, Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. And, like, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, I thought I was going insane. And, okay, there's this part where I was at my aunt's house. And I swear to you, I saw a cat go under the bed. And I did not know this, but this is like, so this part I knew. So it's a family home, like my grandpa had it and stuff, and then my aunt bought it. But what I did not know is that my uncle had a cat, and that cat died. And I saw that cat crawl under the bed, but when I looked, there's no cat. Like, I thought I was going crazy again. And I asked my cousins, I'm like, at this moment they didn't have a cat. And I'm like, oh, do you guys have a cat? They're like, no. And like, was there a cat in this house? Cause I feel like they knew more about it. And they're like, oh, well, our uncle had a cat that died. And I was like I did not know that part. That other apartment in my first video, that place was like, had something real bad in there that I haven't experienced since I left from there. I've only experienced like small things here and there, but that was like one of the bad ones. And I'm so glad to have left from there. But it's so weird because I've had a couple of dreams where I've been back. Like, I kind of want to go back in a way, and I'm kind of scared too. But if I do, I'm definitely gonna bring a paranormal team and be like Sam and Kobe and film this stuff, okay? I remember passing by the apartment, my childhood apartment where I used to live, where all the other haunted things happen, where it's like the real bad stuff that you've heard in my other video. And it looks like abandoned now. Like, it was bought by somebody else, the building, and the building has like boards up and everything, like it's going downhill. I'm moving on to the burger. I have this routine where I have to eat my fries first. But I'm gonna let you guys know how good it is. I've tried it before, but I feel like every single time it's different. But I like, oh, it needs mayo. I'll be right back, but I love the way Popeyes makes their spicy chicken sandwiches because they're not too spicy and they're not too underwhelming, you know? Like, it's the perfect amount of spice. Not the light just switching on. Let me not say it. I'm not trying to get haunted again. Like, I feel like sometimes speaking about these things that happen, it kind of speaks other stuff into existence, and it kind of scares me, honey. Thank you guys for watching this video, and before I leave, I just want to let you guys know this video is sponsored by DoorDash. I'm playing. It is not sponsored, but we are making our dreams a reality over here. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and watching me eat some food. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.